Hello and welcome back to Locator Gaming. I'm continuing on with my Etherfields playthrough, and there's a couple of things from the last video that I need to correct. So the biggest thing that I think I didn't really understand was that when you restore items, you're supposed to draw them randomly from your available items, and I chose the items because there are special effects that actually do let you choose which item you restore, like the Hurry Hurry card, which actually makes this card a lot more valuable, and the stuff and the action on the bottom more valuable, because it says restore one chosen item, which is different than the little helpers item. It just says to restore an item, so then you'd have to do it at random, and I used it to just grab something. I think I grabbed the Comet Hammer last time. So there's that. And then I don't think I really appreciated the fact that you don't just reset everything after you even leave the dream. And I've already screwed that up a little bit. I had accidentally reset the slumber deck because I wasn't really paying attention. So I think I'll have to do an awakening just to kind of reset and start over, which makes a lot more sense now about why when you finish a dream you can unseal some cards or get rid of some distress. Because if I wanted to keep going, you just kind of go again from where you are on the dream world map down here, and not only your distress and your sealed cards, but your progress cards that you've got set up, which you don't get to keep if you save the game. So it's almost like that the game wants you to keep it out and not actually save it and put it away unless you really need to reset, like you're pushing the envelope with the amount of distress that you've got or the number of sealed cards that you got. But then again, you've got the Delta phase, where in the Delta phase you can heal all your distress or unseal all your cards, which then also, by the way, gives me a more found appreciation for the progress card optimization. Discard when resolving the Delta phase to choose 2 options instead of 1. And there's a lot of light green on this card, so it's messing a little bit with the green screen. So because I've already reset the slumber deck, I think I'm just going to do an awakening to kind of reset stuff for this one, but then I'm going to pay much more attention to where I'm actually at, the reward that I'm going to choose to get or the rewards that I do get when I'm done with the dream phase, or actually a dream, not just a slumber, but an actual dream. And if it's more beneficial to just keep going with the progress cards I've got loaded up, and so on. So the awakening, we're going to have to reset our decks here, which includes all of our sealed cards and our hand. And I just flipped those over the wrong way. Okay. So we'll shuffle those in a second in the specialist discard pile there too. So just a reminder, the specialist has the devotion mask with his hand size limit increased by 2, which so far is, at least I think it's pretty phenomenal. Some of these cards are upside down, but that's okay. They'll get flipped back over when I draw them. We do have 3 ether. Oh, one other thing that I made a mistake in the last video, which is just a good reminder to make sure you're paying attention to the entity cards in the slumber, which is a way that I look at rules. Everyone's going to make mistakes. Nobody plays games perfectly, but as long as you learn from them and it makes your play of the game better and appreciate the game more, pay attention to little things, the better. So the thing that I screwed up was I fought the Wraith in a dark spot, and I think he had to be in light in order for me to actually be able to put to do the assault action against him that was on his entity card. But I'm sure he's going to come up again as we go around. So we do have 2 dreams in our dream folder. We've got the one up here in Metropolis, and then we've got one over here in Pandemonium. And I think we'll go for the Metropolis one. Just because that's the other starting one, and it says something like your shining gems will really start to shine here or something. We'll look at those after we finish doing the awakening. Dreamer's Cure, all of these. Okay. Discard all keys and shining gems, which we don't have any. Reshuffle the influence market, the item market. We don't have an item market. Fate and slumber decks. Okay, so we know the delta phase has to be on the bottom, and we don't want to look at what letter ends up on the top of our slumber deck here. We've got some new cards in here. The Nightmare Janitor and the what was that guy that we saved last time? The Dreammonger or something like that? Fate. It does not say to shuffle the Flaw deck though, so we will not be shuffling the Flaw deck. We can change Dreamers, we can rebuild our decks. We choose one of their masks, then we restore 3 items, and we will do that correctly this time. Discard the current Dreamscape. Reveal 2 setup slumber tiles, which I've done. So here's actually something interesting. It says restore 3 items. Reshuffle the influence market. Dreamer discards all influence cards. It doesn't say to clear items out of here when you do an awakening. Well, I am going to, I'm going to put the flashlight back into the deck kind of as a penalty, but that's something I'm going to look up in between, is what if I had an item there in the row already, and I do an awakening? I don't think it said to clear, because that's not the item market. The item market is in the box, and we don't have any items in the item market. We've got all the items available to us. And I probably shouldn't look at these because some of these have codes on the back of them. So we'll take that one, and that one. So we got the Warehouse, the Common Hammer, and the Book of Birds. I think this is how you're supposed to do this. Her mask is discard a card from hand to draw a card or move a space. And we've still got our ether. We don't get rid of our ether because we're not saving the game. We're just doing an awakening. Yeah, it doesn't say to clear the item row or the available or active items, I think they're called. I know we're going to need to get a new turn deck going. And we go to the awakening spot. Okay, so we need 2 keys. We still have our Need a Lift Fate card. We're supposed to keep it next to the Dream World map, and then we can discard it to use a shortcut without penalty. We've got our 4 hours. Let's look at the dreams. So this is the one in Metropolis. I'll never forget those sunshine days. When the world burns, you can always rest in the past. You will rest here, and your shining gems will start truly shining. So rest here. District Metropolis. Enter costs 2 keys. We can cure 2 distress when we get there or unseal the top 2 cards. And then there's some more setup, and it's a 12-turn dream. So we can remember that in the slumbers, it'd be okay to take a couple distress because we're going to get to cure some when we go in there. Basements are calling. I fall asleep in my bed. I wake up deep under the ground. Hint, soon you'll look for hidden signs and details. Pandemonium, it's 2 keys. Each dreamer can cure 3 distress or unseal our top 3 cards. And then there's a wall of setup text. So I still think we're going to go to Metropolis because it's the other one that we got at the very beginning. And it sounds like it'll make Shining Gems better, perhaps, when we get them. So I think we just start going. So we're in the overworld map. I would just go to the first space, and the first space here is a fate card. Oh, I like this one. If each dreamer seals 1 card, relocate the team to the chosen location of this dream world map tile. Or you may reshuffle the fate deck. So we'll skip 1 slumber, 1 fate, and just go straight to the key at the cost of sealing a card. Maybe it's a little early to seal a card. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to get a regular deck of cards because of that luck. I don't even know where I have one. Maybe next game I'll get a regular deck of cards to do the press your luck thing. That seems pretty powerful. Do I want to skip a slumber and a fate? Yeah, so we're just going to seal a card. Sealed and sealed. And we're going to skip straight ahead to the key spot. And then I think this just gets discarded to the bottom of the fate deck. Okay, so key. Then another fate card, and then a slumber on this spot. So fate card. Oh, it's the little shop on the corner card. I don't think we're going to do this. We've got plenty of ether for our next shopping trip. So no little shop on the corner. And then a slumber card. What do you know? Now this card is kind of dark. No, it's doing okay. So it's the new guy, the Nightmare Janitor. He moves only 1, which is good. We've only got 3 turns. Spawn 1 human shapeshifter. Who looks like the Nightmare Janitor? How about this guy? He's got a shovel and a wrench and a big gear on his back. He will be our Nightmare Janitor. Okay, so if we assault him for 1 wrath or contact for 1 awareness times the number of players, place 1 dirt token in the space occupied by the janitor. You may move the janitor 1 space in any chosen direction. When there is dirt in each space on B2 and B3, we win and gain the loot. This slumber ends. He's going to add a morphing on the morphing effect. Discard all dirt from every space where there's a dreamer. His basic effect, each dreamer in range 1 suffers 1 distress. And his special effect is discard all dirt from the tile occupied by the janitor. If we run out of turns, we have to seal 3 cards and the slumber ends. All right. So there's no like light or dark rules with this guy. Okay. All right. So one thing that I have a question about now, but it's 3 turns, so let's just draw these 3 cards, flip it over. Oh, that's a bummer. He's going to roll and special effect. And he starts up here in this pink space. So with these gradual actions, or whatever they're called, where you do it times the number of players. Yeah, gradual actions. I can't believe I got that right. Gradual actions are actions that scale with the number of dreamers. Their cost can be paid in several steps over several turns. The times people icon appearing after their basic cost indicates how many times that basic cost must be paid to perform the action. This cost may be paid in several steps. Each time you pay the basic cost of the action, you can pay the rest later, even in a later turn. So it says you may pay it in several steps. But it can be that you can decide to spend intent equal to twice the cost of an action to place 2 intent markers on this action. Then you have to pay its cost only 1 more time to perform it. Yes, so you can pay it at the same time, it sounds like, from the example to finish it. Because what I was trying to figure out is if I have 2 Wrath or 2 Awareness, can I just get it done with that one like card that has 2 Wrath or 2 Awareness on it? And it sounds like you can, because in their example in the book, it was something that needed 3 steps. They took care of 2 of the steps with 1 action, and it said you can do the other step in a later turn. You can decide to spend intent equal to twice the cost of an action to place 2 intent markers on this action. Yeah, so I would just decide to spend 2 times, and then it would be done because it's times the number of players. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. So he's going to move towards us with his die and then clear dirt off of a tile. We need to draw our cards. 2, 3, 4. What did she get? She got flashback. What do we got over here that can help? We got the Book of Birds, so if we get some progress cards, we should probably do some setting up. Inner Light's not going to help us here. It'd be nice to have that if we have to fight the Wraith. Again, knowing that he needs to be in light to be assaulted. Oh, his action actually costs 3 awareness. I don't think I realized that. The discard and unflip 1 card of any dreamer within any range. It actually costs 3 awareness. So we got so many possibilities. We got optimization. We got assistant progress. When you place a progress card, you may spend 1 shining gem or flip the assistant instead of paying the card's placing normal cost. Oh man, an optimization is expensive. One, 2. We would have to get 3. Man, do we just hold on to cards? Draw a big hand for next turn, let him come, and then there's no dirt. We're not suffering any damage. The only thing is just him taking up dirt off of his tile. Just let him come a little closer. We've got to hurry. I guess it doesn't hurt to move up a little bit with her. Maybe it doesn't hurt at all to spend 2 cards so then she can get up to 6. I think I'm just going to spin the hurry. I don't want to like fly through cards either. She'll move up to here. I think because he gets a hand size of 8, there's no reason really to spend cards right now. We'll go to the entity's turn. So the first thing is roll. So he just got a 1, which is his movement anyway. But I got the side that specifically is just move 1. Special effect would be discard all dirt, so nothing. What is this loot? The team resolves the 2-34M secret card. Oh, mystery path. Oh, that's her thing here. If you resolve the second step of the mystery path, that's her memory. With the lowest number, or discard 1 quirk card from the dreamscape. Oh man, so we need, is that how we have to get her thing? Is we have to loot at the right time? Okay, so morphing, we'll get our first morphing of the game. And then the basic effect is if we're in range 1 of the janitor, we suffer a distress. And then he moves. Okay. So she gets to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And he gets to draw 4 because of his mask. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I wonder, what do we use for dirt? What's a dirt token? Just a universal marker? Do we have dirt tokens? Yeah, for dirt, use universal markers, max 1 dirt per space. So she's next to him. And we need to do 2. So if we assault dirt and move, we move, assault dirt and move. Oh, we would have to have played this to move. And then this to move again, and assault dirt and move. Then with the morphing, we need to make sure we don't end up on dirt. Oh, I wonder if I'm going to end up burning a lot of cards and then not be able to do it. Oh well, let's try it. See how this goes with the Nightmare Janitor. Okay, so we're right next to him. We can assault at a range of 1. Anything on the bottom of these that will help? We don't need to seal. We don't need to reroll. Spirit tokens are good. If we need that for movement, we could exchange that, but then we have to discard a card. So we'll play a slap to assault him for 2 red. And we'll put down a dirt token. I wonder if I should get him moving this way, closer to the specialist. Make him go around like that. Yeah, let's do that. We'll have him move this way. Then let's play hesitation for a move. Back to here. 2 wrath from our other slap. To put down dirt. Then move him. This is actually kind of funny. if you make the entire slumber dirty, I guess it freaks the Nightmare Janitor out so much that he that you actually win the slumber. So I don't see anything where it says he can't be in the same space as you. So we can do contact at range 1. So let's enter light 2 awareness for a contact action. Here and then there. Can we do this? We contact again with this one. He moves. We contact again with that one. And he's there. He can do 2 wrath there. And I'm playing my, then I'm using my progress cards. Let's see. If she does it, I think we got this. So we're going to enter light from the free spirit as a contact action against him, because it's range 1 for 2 green. So dirt. Oops, throwing the dirt everywhere. Move him 1. You may move the janitor 1 space in any chosen direction. Yeah, I don't see anything that says he can't be in a spot with a player. And then, do I have a 2? I do have a 2 move. We will play 1 with shadows to move the specialist 2. 1, 2. And then if we do those 2. I almost want to use the warehouse just to use it, because I don't think I'm going to use it for its power. What's the loot here? Each streamer may unseal 1 chosen card or unseal 3 top cards. So does sealing do anything for me? If I'm going to get to unseal cards, okay, so let's seal hesitation to do another assault from the specialist on the janitor. So he's going to drop a dirt here, and then I'm going to move him here. Discard 1 charge from this card. Spirit token on your dreamer board. Man, I could use this to set both of these progress cards up. So that sounds pretty sweet, but I also am kind of liking just being able to actually figure out how to beat this Nightmare Janitor. If I did that, moved him there. No, I need to use it. I could probably set one of these up. Yeah, I can set one of these up. So we'll use the Free Spirits 2 awareness here to contact at range 1. So put down dirt and make him move. And now the Free Spirit. I've also got the Mechanical Shotgun, which is a progress card. Oh, I think I can do it. If I assault with these two, and then move with this, and then contact with that, yes, slumber over. So before I continue, this is free. Each dreamer may place one progress card from their hand for free. Discard this item after use. Actually, I'll wait to see if she draws any progress cards. I don't need to do it now, because I know there's more entities to encounter in here before we get to the Delta phase. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to assault from range 1 to put down dirt and move the janitor. Then I'll use the yellow cunning from effort to move there. Then I'm going to spin the 2 awareness off of warehouse to do the contact action from range 1. And then all spaces in B2 and B3 have dirt. So that's victory. Slumber ends. And the loot was, we can unseal. So we'll unseal that, and it's unseal. It's choose a card to unseal or unseal the top 3 cards. And she had 1 and he had 2. And he's got 2 cards left in his hand. It's nice meeting you, Nightmare Janitor. So our dreamers stay in their spots. Got the loot already. That goes to the bottom. And we're back here. Okay, train station and then slumber. It is the Wraith. It is the Wraith. So 4 turns. So let's set up the turn deck. So the part I missed was only when the Wraith is not in a dark space can you do the assault for 6 Wraith or 6 cunning. But you get to do this 6 cunning in range 1, which is nice. Okay, so I'm shuffling up the turn cards, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4 for our turn deck. No, it's 7 awareness. We can put a light token on your tile. That's nice. It doesn't say space. It says your tile, so you can light up the whole tile. We need the Wraith. Here's our friend, the Wraith. On the spawn spot. And we'll just go into our turn. So she's going to get 4 cards. We got a Shining, so many possibilities, a Hesitation, and a Hurry. Oh man, a Hurry. If we got rid of the common hammer, we could get the flashlight. Seems good. And he gets to draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the Wraith's going to move, and then basic effect for the Wraith. Each dreamer at range 0 or in a dark space suffers 1 distress, and then he's going to morph, which discards all light tokens. And I used her light shining thing. So he's next to the Wraith. We've got 2, 4, 5, 6. We've got now or never. There's a current suit. No. So, do we just move and have him move to us? He will morph. Draw him into the light. Just move back here into the corner. See if he moves to us. She's got 2, 3, 4, 5 cunning at the moment. She did not get a progress card, so I don't think it's a good time to use the Book of Birds. Yeah, this is going to use up a bunch of his wrath. You can re-roll. So many possibilities is nothing. We've got Hurry Hurry and Now or Never. She could seal Hesitation to get 3 cunning, and then she'd have enough cunning to get 1 mark on him. Yeah, so I think the plan is we're going to run. So we're going to spend Hurry Hurry for 2 and so many possibilities for 3 cunning to go 1, 2, 3. Just run to the corner. I don't have another way to make light at the moment, so is that what I want to do, or do I just want to use Hurry Hurry? Nah, that's okay. I'll use Shining to move her back into the corner, and we'll just bring the Wraith to us. So we're going to stop. Now it's his turn. His first effect is roll. So his movement is 2. We'll go 1, 2. Be nice if he would have got the roll or move plus. Basic effect. Each dreamer at range 0 or in a dark space suffers distress. We're not. Each dreamer in range 1 spins 1. Oh wait, no. Next is the morphing. As the morphing effect. So this is the first time we've had to draw a morphing token. Let's take that one. Oh, can we not play progress cards? Is that what that means? Show it up a little bit closer. 0 progress. You are making 0 progress. As long as this morphing is on the entity tile, all placed progress cards are inactive. So they're just inactive. It doesn't say we can't place them. Okay. End of the turn. So basic effect is the range 0 suffer or in dark suffer distress, but then you've got special effect, the red one. We either have to spend a shining gem or suffer a distress and seal 2 cards. Then he's going to move. So we might just hang out again and let him come to us. But it's our turn, so we got to draw cards. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I actually might place progress cards with the Book of Birds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he gets to draw 4. When other dreamers in the dream slumber suffer distress, you may choose to suffer any amount of distress. If the current turn suit is hearts, ignore that distress. That's a good card. Oh, crap. How many cards had I drawn? I had this one last time, so I must have only drawn 2. Got caught up in the card that I got. I really like having 8 cards. I mean, this just seems powerful. That mask is, I think, way better than this one. Am I just not using it correctly? I guess if I had a dead card in my hand, or what I considered dead, I could discard it to draw or move a space. This one is just... I could gain awareness by discarding cards, which seems situational but might also be beneficial. Then I know for sure what I'm getting. I'm getting a green. Okay, we got another hurry, hurry. We got that compassion. We got a slap to re-roll a roll. And then we got shining, but we're not in a spawn space. Do I want to set up cards? What's the loot here? Each streamer may seal one card to cure one distress. I know they're inactive. And that means if I put this out, then I can't put this out, though, because it's inactive. Or do I wait until she gets her optimization as well? Well, in any case, I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna let him come to me into the light. Yeah, so I'm just not gonna take any turns. His basic effect, we're not at range 0 or in dark spaces. His special effect, we're not at range 1, so we're good there. And now he moves. And it's just the 1, so he's gonna step into the light. And now we can start pinging him. Next turn, what's the loot here? Each streamer may suffer 1 distress to gain 1 ether. That might be worth it, because we're about to go shopping, and I know we can cure 2 distress when we go into the dream. However, my thinking is that gives us basically 2 free cycles through our deck, because we have to take a distress when we shuffle. So maybe I won't do that. I've got 3 ether. It's our turn. I think we're at our hand size limit, so we're not drawing anything. Now, if we keep this for her to set up, the question is, do we go cunning or wrath? So, thoughtful moment, I can seal this to block a step on the current card. I could seal hesitation to get 3, 4, 5, 6. But then does he have 6 cunning? Nowhere close. Does he have a hesitation though? No. And a special effect is the first one, which means that because we're within range 1, we're going to be taking some damage. Can she do the wrath? Hesitation would be 3, 4, 5. We could do wrath if we use the common hammer. Hesitation is 3, 4, 5. I could try my luck with the luck die. That's a 50-50. I could also do the discard a card thing and see if I draw into another wrath. Or I could seal thoughtful moment to block special effect and see if he draws into the cunning next turn. How close is he? He's only got 3. Oh wait, what's the current suit? Hearts. No, hearts is wrath for now or never. Man, if it was a club, that would be 5 cunning. I could seal his Hurry Hurry to choose an item to restore. Oh, but you have to discard another item, so then you might as well just use... We don't have any cunning items except for the Book of Birds. Two, three, four. That's a lot of wrath to spend. Or a lot of cards, I mean, to get up to that amount of wrath. He has no distress, so he's not getting any wrath from his now or never. So I think we'll just use the common hammer. That means I won't have an item that I can discard to restore a chosen item with Hurry Hurry. Which is fine, I'll just use it for its printed stuff. Okay, so she's going to assault. We're going to use 4 from the common hammer. I hate that I'm using my items this quickly. And we use Hurry Hurry and so many possibilities for the other 2 red to make that 6 red. He's not in a dark space. You know what, I'm not going to do that yet. Let me test my luck with my card drawing. So I'm going to use my mask. And I will discard... Oh, wait a minute. Here, I can do it. Okay. Secret Door is place 1 spirit token on your Dreamer board. Additionally, if all players agree, you can end the Dreamer Slumber. I'll play Secret Door for its ability to get a spirit token. Then I'm going to discard, I'm going to use her power here to discard, spend a spirit token to gain a wrath, right? We're using wrath. Yeah, to gain a wrath. So I discard it. Okay, good, because it would... Oh, this is the diagonal movement. It would not have given me a wrath anyway. So I gain 1 wrath that way. These are the specialist cards. So that's 1. I'll seal hesitation for 3. So that's a total of 4. And 5, 6. And then I get to maintain my common hammer. And she spent her spirit token to generate 1. And now over here, we'll do slap for 2 red, slap for 4 red, now or never for 5, and Hurry Hurry for 6. Assault for 6 wrath is the 6 times 2. Wraith defeated. So wait in the light was a good plan. And maybe I should get a bag or a cup or something for the morphing tokens. The loot was I could suffer a distress to gain an ether, which I don't think I'm going to do. Okay. Or Wraith to the bottom. All right. Moving along on the Dream World map. We are at the shopping center, which I'm going to do. So we're going shopping. That gets put back in the box. One thing that I was supposed to do when we did the Awakening that I did not do is shuffle the Massive Influence Market deck, I think it's called. Reshuffle Influence Market. I think it said there were like 81 or so cards here. And I have not opened the 5th player expansion yet. I mean, I've opened the actual box, but I haven't opened up any of the cards or punched out the boards or anything. I peeked at the miniatures, but I think there's more influence cards if you add the 5th player expansion. I found it a little odd. I didn't see any like rules in the 5th player expansion box that says like how to add that expansion to the game or anything like that. All right, let's call this our shuffled influence market after we pull from the middle, and try not to drop them all over the floor. I'm never gonna do that again. And I'm just gonna keep it off to the side. So I like having sleeved cards, but man, are they slippery. All right, so we're shopping. Each gamer may buy influence cards. If you choose this but decide not to buy any cards, I can gain a shiny gem, or I can draw one random item from the item market. You can gain this item for 2 ether. If you choose this but decide not to buy the item, gain a shiny gem. I don't have any items in the item market, so we're just going to shop for influence cards. And I'm going to do it a little bit differently because we're both shopping. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Let's see what the free spirit got. So shiny at a cost of 2. Discard 2 cards from hand, one with Wrath and one with Cunning to gain 3 shining gems. And that has 2 awareness on it. We've got Smarty at a cost of 1 with 2 Cunning. 0 cost action, roll the luck die. Oh, so you got a 1 in 6 chance of getting an additional morphing, or return this card to the influence market to discard all morphings. Okay, okay. And then we've got another 1 coster, so we can get 2 of these cards for sure. Why would I need this? Throw this junk away, we need something else. And it's got 2 awareness on it, it's 2 green. Return 1 active item to the item market. Draw 3 random item cards from the item market. Gain 1 of them and return the others to the item market. Seal this card afterward. So this seems like a later game card, because I don't even have any cards in the item market yet. Now, having said that, some of these items that we do have, you have to roll the luck die, and it's possible for the item to go back to the item market. So if we wanted to get it back from the item market, we would need something like this. But we also have to give an active item back to the item market. So that's interesting. I'm wondering, return 1 active item, if that's also random, just like restore, because it doesn't say chosen. It doesn't say return 1 chosen active item. But active items are up here, not in your storage. Yeah, so we would get to pick something up there. I think I kind of like Smarty, and we'll definitely take So Shiny. So then this is going to go to the bottom of the current influence market skyscraper. All right, Specialist. Ooh, we got a progress card. We got 2 progress cards, and one of them's green. And they're both about movement. This one costs 3 influence. And speaking of that, I gotta spend hers. She spent all 3. It's 4 cunning, peculiar state of acceleration. For the cost of 1 cunning, I can move 2 spaces. So it's doubling the efficiency of my movement. But then we've also got a green progress card here. And in order to advance his memories, we need more green progress cards. Discard X cards from hand to move X spaces. So I could turn green and red influence cards into movement, basically, with this progress card. That costs 2. And I think I want to add as many cards as possible when I shop, because that's going to extend the reshuffle time. And then we got a Who Lives Here. Dream world map only. When you enter a sanctuary or shopping location, you may additionally draw 1 fate card. Either resolve it or place it on top or at the bottom of the fate deck. Okay, that's okay, because some of those fate cards are actually pretty good. And we're not required to resolve it. We either resolve it or place it on the top or the bottom of the fate deck. That's not too bad. So that's kind of interesting. This is one of those cards that was kind of alluded to in the rule book on there may be cards, because normally you don't play cards when you're over here messing around on the Dream World map. So I'm going to take these 2, the one that, the green one that costs 2, and this other one that's actually also green that costs 1. Just so I can get more cards into the deck to spread out the shuffling time. And then this progress card will go to the bottom of the Influence Skyscraper. All right, so I've got the shopping cart over here. I will put that back in the box later. I don't want to dig through right now. We'll move here. It's a dream gate, but we're not going through that dream gate. Then we'll move here and resolve a fate and a slumber. Okay, haven't seen this one before. Draw and place 1 Dreamscape slumber tile. If there's a quirk slot in a Dreamscape, place this card there. I really wish they would have been consistent with the language and said Dreamscape or slumber map tile or something like that. So the special effect, each dreamer seals a card. If you're in the indicated quirk space, you may assault 8 or contact 4 to discard Strange Hood. So this card is called Strange Hood. Okay, so we need to draw a Dreamscape slumber tile, also known as a slumber map tile. And C4. Okay, so this has some interesting things going on it. We haven't seen this card before. It has a enemy spawn point up in the upper left-hand corner up here that has a green club. So if the turn card shows a club, that space becomes a purple spawn space. Right? It's not on the index of common symbols on the back, but I remember seeing it in here somewhere, that those spaces are active. So now I'm kind of wondering, in a Dreamscape, if there are any of those spaces that bear a turn suit, check if it corresponds to the current turn suit. If it does, the first spawned entity must be placed in that space. So it's a must. It's not a like choice. It says it must be spawned there. What did I do with it? Oh, it's still up there. Then we've got like a little sewer thing. Relocate your dreamer to any other little sewer space. And there's some stairs, more dark spaces. And that's C4, so this goes like this. And then this says if you are in the indicated cork space. Oh, I see. It has a line. So I have to be in this space to do this assault or contact action. Okay, that's our fate card. And then we also had a slumber tile. What's so creaky? If any dreamer has 3 place progress cards or more, remove this from the game and add something to the bottom of the slumber deck. Otherwise, this slumber ends. Okay, that's a little freebie. Now, if we go up here into Metropolis, there's not another space up here to get another key. So we gotta loop back around one more time. So we'll go here, and this space here has a slumber tile draw on it. You can hear crying. If any dreamer has 4 place progress cards or more, remove this and get another thing and do other stuff. But we don't have that, so we're not doing those things and stuff. And we go here to draw a fate card. Draw and place 1 Dreamscape slumber tile if there's a free quirk slot in the Dreamscape. If any dreamer places a light token, discard this card. And it has a morphing effect. Each dreamer in a dark space seals 1 card. So I'm guessing if a fate card tells us to draw more of these, then we just don't do it because there are no more. Yeah, so you really do not want to be in darkness if morphing comes out on the turn thing. Okay, so that was a fate card. Now we go down to here, which is the key spot. So we'll get a key, another fate card, and then another slumber tile. Fate card is another little shop on the corner. So we could get rid of some cards and buy some more cards, but I don't want to do this yet because we're still building up our decks to the maximum size. You know, which there's the age-old deck building concept of you don't want to get too many cards in there because then it takes longer to cycle to your good cards. But in this game, you almost want a thick deck so you're not reshuffling a lot and getting distress, is how I'm looking at it so far. Now we gotta draw the slumber tile. Dreammonger. So this is interesting. Got the Dreammonger here. The guy we rescued in the last thing. He doesn't move. We get 2 turns, we'll spawn the masked man. So this is kind of what it was referencing in the book, where if you go into a slumber with a friendly entity, and this guy obviously is a friendly entity. Well, I say obviously, but yeah, there are quirk cards out here that have special effects on them. That's interesting. If the red special effect comes up on this quirk card here, each dreamer has to seal a card. Oh, but you know what? We don't have any distress. We're about to go through the Delta phase. So if we end up needing to seal cards, I'll probably just select to unseal them. Yeah, sure. We're gonna meet the Dreammonger once. And this is cool too. For 6 awareness, for 6 green, we can do a contact action to buy new influence cards. So we're gonna spawn the Masked Man. We need to see if our 2 turns is gonna be a club or not. One, 2. It's not, it's diamonds, blue diamond. And there's no red special effect on it. So we will spawn the Dreammonger, played by our Dreammonger, played by our Masked Man. There. And the reason I wanted to do this is because I want to set up my progress cards now before we get into the next possible slumber / dream. So we'll go to the beginning of our turn, we got to draw cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We actually might choose to shuffle our decks instead of unsealing cards to avoid the distress. So I need to draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 2 more progress cards. I've got the one that gives me an additional space in my progress area, and also lets me discard cards to charge up my shotgun, steam bomb, or gain shining gems. I got the steam bomb. Because what I'm going to do for my turn basically is this. I might change some stuff together here. We're going to use our Book of Birds. Each dreamer may place 1 progress card from their hand for free. Discard this item after use. So we're using that. It's a 0 cost item. And we're going to place out some progress cards. The specialist is going to place out his assistant. It's a pretty green card. It would normally cost 4 green to put out, but the power that's on this is a 0 cost. I can spend a shining gem, or I can flip the assistant instead of paying the cards, placing normal cost. So this will be the progress card that he's playing from the Book of Birds. And she's going to play the card that gives her spirit tokens. Ooh, she also got optimization. But I don't want this out now before this Delta phase because I don't really need to do more than one thing. Yeah, so she's going to put out Spirit. So if she seals cards, she's going to get Spirit tokens. Okay, so before my turn is over, I'm going to place another progress card. I'm going to place Builder. And instead of paying the 4 cunning to do that, I'm going to flip assistant over. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do, and then this pocket ladder is interesting. I wonder what it is. We'll have to investigate that sometime. The thing on the back of his card is discard this card and unflip one card of any dreamer within any range. Oh, he's going to have to shuffle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I do that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, because I don't want to make him reshuffle. So I'll wait. I was going to put his other progress card out by unflipping that, playing it, and flipping it again, but I can always do that in the next one. Because we've got another turn to go. Can you always just decide to skip, or do you have to do that at the beginning? Skip, skip, skip. Many slumber skip. It means that dreamers may decide at the start of any turn to resolve the out of turns effect instead of playing that slumber. So if we see the red badness, we can decide to just skip and then be done with this slumber. Okay. I think that's all I want to do. Set up some progress cards. Yes, we've got red effect here. So I think we will do the skip at the start of this turn. I guess that means we wouldn't have had to draw cards then. Okay, whatever. Lesson learned. Because I would assume that at the start of any turn means before you go into the dreamer's phase. So we probably would have been okay. Okay, so we're done with that. And the skip thing here is this slumber ends. So this is just going to go to the bottom here. We're not drawing cards because we didn't get to the draw phase. Okay, I think we're good. Back to here. We move to the train station, which is nothing for now. And then we move down to this space here, which is a slumber tile, which is the delta phase. And I love the pufferfish hot air balloon on this card. Current dream cycle ends and a new one begins. Now resolve the delta phase instead of a slumber. Each dreamer may choose one option. So I'm going to choose to reshuffle their influence deck. I'm guessing that that means that you reshuffle it without the penalty. That's an interesting rules question. Reshuffle influence deck. Oh, it's every time you reshuffle your influence deck during the draw step, you suffer 1 distress or seal 3 cards. So we are reshuffling and we're not in the draw step. We are in the delta phase. Then reset hours. Oh yeah, I could have used some hours when I was trying to move to chase down that janitor. What's the other thing you can spend hours on? I can't remember. It's move. Oh, that's bothering me. Why can I not remember stuff for longer than 5 minutes or shorter? Add turn cards, duh. That makes the most sense. We'll spend an hour to get more time, more turns. Shuffle the slumber deck and place the delta face at the bottom of the tile. Okay. So we know that's going down there. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. The amount of shuffling that these cards get. I'm wondering if I should sleeve these. Do I even have sleeves that will fit these? I might. I just might. And then we will cut. It's kind of weird trying to shuffle stuff, and you might start to learn what the letters and stuff on the back from where you just got to try to like not look at it. So the card stays sealed, but we're reshuffling our influence decks. All right, I'm starting to understand and get this game some more, and I think it's good. I really think it's good. There's a lot to think about, like this choice here. I knew there was delta phase coming up. I don't want to take distress as much as I don't have to. Because if I can come out of the next dream, yeah, although I get to cure 2 distress, that's fine. I'm going to probably be fighting some more guys anyway. And the way the time is going in this, I think I'll probably do the Dream World phase as an episode here. And then we will stop, call that an episode, and then the next episode will just be the dream, or we'll see. I like to try to keep between around an hour and a half. The last episode was 2.5, and that was stretching it. But I wanted to get that first round of Dream World and Dream in one go. So that was the player choice part. We've got our hours set. This is shuffled. Delta phase over. Okay. Now we're back to the shopping area. I don't have that new cool card in my hand that lets me do awesome stuff. Okay, so then we go back to this dream gate, but that's not the dream gate we want. That's not the dream gate you're looking for. Then we go here, and that's a fake card and a slumber tile. We have not seen this. So you can draw in place, or you should draw in place 1 Dreamscape Slumber tile, but we don't have any. If there's a free quirk slot in the Dreamscape, place this card there. The cubbyhole is in the indicated quirk space. You can search this space. You may roll the luck die. So if you roll a 1 pip, then I guess nothing happens. So you've got a 33% chance of restoring an item and a 50% chance of suffering a distress at a cost of 1 awareness. Well, we do not have a free quirk slot. This one's occupied and this one is occupied, so I'm assuming that this just goes to the bottom as a discard of the Fate deck. We also have a slumber tile. Dreammonger. Do I want to set up stuff? I think I do, but I'm going to just do it quick. So Dreammonger, let's just do it correct. We should technically get our 2 turns and then see if the top turn is a club, because he would spawn there. It's not. 'Tis a diamond. I did accidentally see that the second card was a club, though. Okay, Dreamer's Phase. his hand size limit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, would get him to draw 2 cards. A 1 and a 2. And she's only short 1 card, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, for her turn, I am actually going to spin this card now while we have some time to set up, just to place a spirit token on her board. So we'll just have that available for next time. Okay, so now his turn. I am going to... I'll play Pocket Ladder and So Many Possibilities for the 3 green, and then discard a card. I'm using the ability from his specialist card that cost a 3. Discard this card to unflip 1 card of any dreamer within any range. So that card's discarded. Ooh, it's a hurry, hurry. So I'm unflipping Assistant. And then I will play a progress card, Steam Bomb. So Steam Bomb, discard this card to gain 5 wrath, and then you add 3 wrath for each charge on the card. Or I can discard the card to stun 1 entity in range 2. And to place this, I'm not going to pay its cost. I'm going to flip Assistant back over. Okay. So we're set up a little bit there. Morphing's not bad because we're not in a dark space. But I think that's all I wanted to do anyway. I did want to look real quick and see what stun does. No distress effects this turn. Okay. So if we stun it, it cannot cause us distress. So we go to his turn. Nothing actually happening there. He doesn't move if we roll. And turn over. And I think I'll draw, just in case I draw that card, the Dream World card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draws 1. So I'm actually doing the second turn this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. Club. Gain 5. Cunning. Now we're never on a club turn, which this is a club turn. If it was a diamond turn, I could have gained 2 shining gems. Okay. Slumber ends because I'm not doing anything on my turn. We're out of turns is why the slumber ends, because we ran out of turns. Okay, so we go up to this sanctuary space. How many spaces do we got left to get to the dream? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 2 slumber tiles and some more fate cards on the way. But the sanctuary is not going to do anything for us, or is it? At the sanctuary, each dreamer chooses 1. Reshuffle the influence deck. What? Unflip 1 progress card, unseal a chosen card, or restore 1 item. Each dreamer gets to choose this. So, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have... I think we're good on the shuffle. Shuffle. Free Spirit's going to choose to unseal a card because she does not have a flipped progress card. And I think I'm actually going to restore an item with the specialist. And the reason I want to do that, it's kind of a crapshoot on what I'm going to get. But the reason I want to do it is because to use Hurry, I have to discard an active item. So if there's something else I want to get, I can always use Hurry and discard something. I think that's better than unflipping his card because I can always unflip his progress card using his power. So we'll cut and then we'll take this one. The Book of Birds. Oh, what do you know? Do we set up our optimizations? Or are we going to get... I don't think we'll get to the next delta phase. Oh, however, we could get to it after we come out of the dream. Yeah, that's right. I didn't do Builder when I shuffled. Shoot. That was dumb. The whole reason I put that thing out there. Oh well, that's a penalty for not remembering my stuff. So, what the heck was I just doing? Oh, I got the Book of Birds, right. So that was the sanctuary space. So, just so you can see, that's that space right there. We had moved up from that fate and slumber tile up to that sanctuary, and now we're going to go on that line. To this fate spot. So we draw a fate card. Omnipresent Mist. Seeing some stuff I haven't seen. Draw and place 1 Dreamscape slumber tile. If there's a free quirk slot, no. The mist devours everything as if the world faded into oblivion. The maximum range of assault actions is 1 and cannot be increased in any way. That's not that bad. This is way more benign than that one, where we have to seal a card on a red special effect. All right. So that was that spot. Oh, wait. We can shortcut this way. We don't have to go the long way around. It's not a shortcut, sorry. It's faster to go this way. How the heck do you get out of here? You have to take shortcuts? That's a bummer. So anyway, what I'm looking at here is we just entered this space here and did that fate card. And I was thinking that I had to go this way to here and then to slumber and then to here and then to slumber and then to the train station. Oh wait, maybe later on we can use the train station to get out of here. That's probably it. And then down to the dream gate here on this airplane. But there's a line over to that one So a fate card and then up to the airplane. But then what I was noticing is, well, then what, right? I mean, I can take the plane up to the train station and then back to the plane. But there's a shortcut down to here and then another shortcut down to the other tile. Okay. So we'll just go this way and resolve another fate card. Oh. Well, why wouldn't I? This is a weird one. Vanishing point. Each dreamer seals 2 cards or search the slumber deck for the Delta phase card. Then reshuffle the deck. Finally place the Delta phase tile at the bottom of the deck. Why wouldn't I just do the Delta phase? Why would I seal 2 cards? I'd have to think about that. Like, why would there be a time when I would just choose to seal 2 cards versus just running through a Delta phase? I don't know. But that's what we're going to do. We did not put our optimizations out, so we're not going to have any issue there. Delta phase. Cure all distress, unseal all their cards, unflip all their progress cards. Or we could switch masks. Is that all restore mask means? Is just to switch masks? The hours are reset. So this does actually matter with the... Oh, that's why you might do it, because if you were close to having the Delta phase on the top of this deck and you're about to go into a dream like I am about to do, you might want the Delta phase closer to the top to heal and stuff, I guess. Yeah, maybe. Was that everything? You know what, I'm just going to look at the Delta phase card. Could I have gotten a shining gem or anything? Cure distress, unseal, unflip, reshuffle. So he unflipped. I mean, I guess she might as well reshuffle her 2 cards back in, because we get to do something. And it's not during the draw step, so there's no penalty. So this is cool. We're going to go into a dream basically with full hands. We've got some progress cards set up. I guess I could have chosen to shuffle his and get a shining gem here too, or put a charge on Steam Bomb. Instead of flipping over Assistant. Because our Builder card here, that's what I'm looking at here, not only does it increase the size of our progress card area, but after I reshuffle my influence deck, I could discard the top 3 cards to place a charge on my shotgun or Steam Bomb, or gain a shining gem. There is something in this upcoming dream about making your shining gems shine brighter, or something or other. Is a shining gem worth a card in 3? I think I'm going to do that. he's not going to choose to unflip cards. He will keep his assistant flipped. We're going to shuffle, and off of his progress card, do we charge up Steam Bomb to make it an 8 Wrath? No, I just got done talking about how the Dream talks about Shining Gems. Okay, so that's it for this space. We've resolved that Fate card, which was basically to resolve a Delta phase. We will move up to the Dream Gate. And let's just take a peek at the card before I call that an episode, and we will do the Dream in the next one. I'll never forget those sunshine days. When the world burns, you can always rest in the past. You will rest here, and your shining gems will start truly shining. So we're in Metropolis. This card is Metropolis. We've got 2 keys in our storage. I'm not sure that's where they're supposed to really go, but I don't think it hurts to go there. And we've got some setup to do. So I think I'll pull all this stuff out and get it ready for the next time. Okay, I hope you're enjoying Etherfields. I'm starting to see some of the shine of this system in this game. Only one dream through. Lots of stuff to think about. I'm not that concerned about anything so far with the game. I thought this was going to be weird and repetitive, but I can see how you need to look at your time going into the slumbers to do some of this setup. And maybe I'm not optimizing when if I get some shining gems, and I'm not thinking about setting up enough progress cards, but I think it's starting to click. Especially seeing how, hey, there's a friendly entity in this deck. And not only can I set up progress cards, but if I had some ether, I could go buy cards from him. So that also makes me realize that maybe I don't necessarily need to spend a shopping card when I go past the store here. Maybe I just wait until I see the Dreammonger. I got to spend 6 awareness. And I think each person probably has to do it, but whatever, it's another way to go shopping. But it's only for influence cards. This actually lets you shop for items in the market, if you got items in the market. Okay, I hope you're enjoying Etherfields and any of the other series on the channel that you're watching. When we go into the dream, I'll see you in the next one.